How's it going, everybody? It is your boy, Ringo Flats here. And, we just finished up Hogwarts Legacy, and I need some videos to fill out the rest of this week because I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I have some other stuff I could use, but I thought about recording this right here before I have to go back into work. This game is called Automation. Some of you may know. I think I've shown it on the channel before, but I thought it would be fun to design a car, because that's what you do in this game. You can see I have some cool little cars in here. I would like to design a car using a random number generator, and that is not my original idea. I've seen someone on YouTube do this before. I believe it was Shinny Odd, but I'd like to do it myself. So first thing we have to decide. Let me get the random number generator up on my phone. We let it decide the year. So the years go all the way from 1946. Well, there's actually some 1940 cards, but for a reason you can't choose that. So we'll go from 1946 to 2012 to set the year at. We got 1967. All right, so the year of Hendrix. Nope, that's the wrong way. That does make it a little bit easier. And this does allow for some car models ahead of the curve, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we have some different cars to choose from here. So I don't want to go too far into the past though. I want to keep it around 67. So let's lock it at 65 up to 70. I think that's a good idea. I'm also going to pull up a random color generator on my phone and a random word generator. Let's see. Let's get a random word generator. Typically, cars are named after nouns, but sometimes they can be named after, other versions of words that I can't remember because I haven't been to school in like 15 years. All right. We've got hospitality as the word. So that's going to be the model of this car. Is the hospitality. The brand. Actually, yeah, let's decide the brand too. Okay. We've got the garlic hospitality. So with that word, typically it's too hard to go through here and add all the car models to be the random. So the hospitality, if we're just gonna have to decide based on that, I could see it being like a SUV, USV, man. I guess we can put it in for the wheelbase though. That'd be kind of fun. We have a 95 to a 116. To 116, whatever it's closest to. 95. All right, so we're doing the smaller wheelbase. It got 95 right on. All right. We've only got 3 body panels to choose from. And I also get 1 gimme, so I get 1 thing that I can change. Okay, we got 1. It's steel. Steel panels on the outside. And also, we will be exporting this to BeamNG Drive. And, yeah, it'll be great. All right, out of 4. Now, typically, I like to do this on my computer. It's easier to scroll over down here. You know what? Why make it harder on myself? That was 1 of 4. We got a 3. Oh, no, we already chose that one. My bad. 1 of 3. So now y'all know I'm not cheating it. If you can see, I don't know. Sometimes my thing is weird. Okay, so I hit the button there and it stayed on 3. So corrosion resistant steel chassis. That's nice. So far, this isn't too bad. Now, this could be a little weird. Out of 3, what do we get? We get 2. Front longitudinal. Okay, not bad at all. This is so far going very well. Out of 4, I clicked it and it stayed 2. So that means, okay, well, that's unfortunate. That's a solid axle in the front. Not typically what you want for a comfortable people mover, but, you know, it is the garlic hospitality. It'd be really funny if it got independent suspension in the back, and it did. All right, it's got double wishbone, independent in the back, solid axle in the front. Okay. Don't forget this. We got a new project. Time to use the old random word generator. Let me just get all my generators up. Random color generator. There we go. All right. Random word generator. Now, I'm doing 5 words here, and I have to choose one of them. All right, the diplomatic. The diplomatic is the engine family. Diplomatic. And then I have to choose one of these for the version of it, which it doesn't really matter. It'll be called the Diplomatic Win. It's the Win edition. All right, now this is where it gets really fun. Best out of 4. We get ourselves 4. It's a boxer. For whatever reason, the random number generator always wants boxers. It's kind of unfortunate. 1. It's a B4. Okay, we're making a Subaru. Out of 3. I think I've said on the channel before. I know I've talked about NASCAR before. I'm a very big car fan. When I started this channel, it was out when I lived in North Carolina because I went to NASCAR Technical Institute. But that's what this channel started under, for something for me to pass the time while I lived alone out in Carolina going to school. Now this one can be a little tricky to do. So any further from 34, then we have to find a size that's big enough for it that it can't fit. Okay, we can do... Let's see. How far can it go? All right, 237. We have 24 to 237. And it's going to be a 56 cubic inch. Okay, so it's a motorcycle engine. All right, we'll keep the stroke real small. Which, if you need a diagram, bore is the... For any of you that aren't car people, bore is this distance right here from left to right, how wide the cylinder is. Stroke is how long the piston, which I believe is actually the piston travel, but it's basically same difference. So this is like a F1 engine, except for that's a V6, but this would actually probably be closer because I think F1 engines are 98 cubic inches V6 because it's like a 3-inch bore, which isn't pretty normal, but it has a real tiny stroke. What do we have out of 4? We have 2. All right, direct acting overhead cams. A single overhead cam. Only get 1 choice for valves. What head material do we get though? That's the real question. It's 2. It's aluminum. All right, steel block aluminum heads. I've seen that before actually. That's not terrible. Okay, we won't mess with variant capacity. Out of 5, we get 4. Forged steel. Okay, forged steel crank. That's pretty nice. All right, out of 6, we get number 5. Forged conrods. Not bad. Now, what are we going to get for pistons, though? Can we get good in a row? Okay, number 3. Cast heavy. Not bad. Not bad. So not going to be real good with the RPM, which sucks because the stroke is low, but, you know, these things happen. All right, we've got out of 2. We got 1. No balancing mass. So this number doesn't even matter. You know what? Actually, though, I'm going to do something I've never done before. That's going to help out because we're going to have a bunch of things that require out of 100, 0 to 100. So I'm going to go ahead and just open it up to not waste time. Okay. So right here, compression. Now, well, this actually isn't one. Compression. We got 5 to 16. This might break the car, but I'm gonna try to do it. Messing with the compression ratio, the car doesn't like. Okay, it's got 6, and then we'll do another one for the last number. Slow compression. It doesn't need to be high. We got 0 actually to 9. We got 0. All right, it's right on the 6. All right, here's one where we're going to be using this one. 61. Okay, so it's going to be a little sportier. All right. And the springs and lifters, 91. All right, real stiff springs. That's good. I'm glad. No VVT VVL. I don't think it existed yet. Honda hasn't patented the VTEC yet. RPM limit. This can also break this car. We got 2,000 to 12,000 though. To 12,000, and we'll just round this one up. 4,500. Okay, so it probably won't break, but it's gonna. This car's probably not gonna be great. Let's see, 4,552. We'll just keep it at 4,500. That's good. Okay. Naturally aspirated, no turbos. Can't even try to turbocharge it. They're working on the supercharger mod or the supercharger DLC for this game. I've tested it on the beta. It's cool. It's still very glitchy though, so we'll just have to see. All right, we got 1 of 2. We got 2. Okay, so we have fuel injection. That's not bad. That's better. Which carburetors aren't terrible. Okay, we only get mechanical fuel injection. Out of 2 again, we get 1. Single. And then we get out of 5. What could this be? Like I said, and this is so... Me and my friends do this all the time. It's actually a cool looking little engine. But we export them. You can export them to BeamNG Drive and drive them around. And they do have the performance qualities of what you built. So it's quite funny. We get another out of 100. We get 14. It's a real small manifold size. Ooh, I got that right on the dot. Fuel type. This could break it, but we're going to try. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 different types of gas to choose from, with leaded being first. Okay, so we got leaded fuel. That's not terrible. How many qualities are there? Start from regular. We got 1, 2, 3. Okay, just 3. 3. Okay, we got avgas. Good. I'm not saying that, but yes. Actually, no, we better not touch that. Actually, that we might if it gives us something in here, but for right now, we're not gonna mess with that. Okay, we don't want to break things in this family. But we can mess with the fuel map. We got a 37. So it's running lean, which is probably better. It's probably going to help with octane performance. Especially running real high AKI gas. Which AKI is weird. I don't really go by that unit. Because leaded gas hasn't been used for so long. I think you can still buy leaded gas in some applications. But because of the health issues. Okay, it's got race headers. That's cool. They do the old crossover move on them. Do we get single or dual exhaust? Actually, wait, no, we got to decide header size. 14. Okay, it seems to favor 14. Do we get 2 exhaust pipes or do we just get 1? No. There we go. 1. Nope, we get single exhaust. No valves. Exhaust size, we won't mess with that because that can break it. No catalytic converter. Why would you want one? First muffler. 1. No muffler. Second muffler. 4. Straight through. All right, it's going to be a little loud. Okay, it runs, and that's all it needs to do. All right, so, and another thing is like with this right here, we guess the number, but if it gives me suggestions here on how to fix it, I'm allowed to fix it. So we can raise the compression that is allowed until that fixes. Because we're running 34 horsepower. This thing's not going to be great. 9-to-1 should be good. No, it wants higher compression than that. It wants higher compression than that. Okay, it's now down to a blue, which blue is not bad. Damn, this thing can... It's running some crazy compression. I guess it's so low powered. There it goes. All right, 14-to-1 compression ratio. We'll mess with this here in a second, but let us listen to it real quick. All right, the garlic hospitality is good. Out of 2. 1. All right, so we're doing the classic style. What does this one look like? Okay, doing the classic style engine covers. Since it's iron block, we can paint it. That's good. We'll choose one paint, or we'll choose 2 paint colors for the engine. Silk gray and mint green. All right, I like the block. Ooh, I don't know. Let me save these to my color archive here on my phone. All right, we got those. I'll keep this page up, obviously, but let us... I don't know if I want to make the block this color and the text the other color, but we're going to copy that. Go here, go to block, insert the hex code, hit enter. There we go. I love hex codes. Valve color, same deal. No flake. Valve color trim. Okay, now we can use the green here. I actually like the way these 2 colors look together. I'm a fan of that. I think that actually looks pretty nice. We won't mess with the bolts, because why would you paint bolts? Intake manifold. We can definitely paint that, though. It's not going to look good, but we can do it. All right, we're going to be doing this one for the rest of it. Because, you know, this is like the little stuff where it's my discretion. It's not random number generated. I've done it to where it's like Harley Quinn, where it's like everything's a different color. Timing cover, we'll get that one. But that one, it just looks like clown vomit, so... we'll keep the... You know what? We'll paint the sump mint green. I wouldn't describe that as a mint green. Well, I guess that's mint leaf color. But like when most people think of mint green, I think they think of, you know, like seafoam green. Well, there you go. I drive that. All right, that's it. The 56 cubic inch Boxer 4. Called the Diplomatic Win. All right, now this one we can do. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of body styles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 body styles to choose from. We're going with number 13. All right, it is a panel van. Awesome. I like that just as it is. I don't know. Is there anything funnier I can do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh. Ooh, I can give it a... Make it to an Aero coupe. Yeah, that's it right there. All right, for body color, what do we get? Ooh, we'll go with pigeon blue. Thank you. That might not be that bad, but we're not going green brown. No, thank you. No diarrhea paint in my house. All right, new paint. Go to custom paint here. Drop that in. Unless, oh, you know what? I've got to. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Ooh. Admiral. You know what? That's shockingly not as bad. Well, there you go. That's our color. Pearlescent Admiral. Pigeon Blue, which is actually quite nice, and Doo-Doo Brown. Okay. See, we're 1967, so we got to keep that in mind. So, you know, something like this would make more sense. Ooh, we make them face the ground. That would be terrible, but really funny. Be like the worst headlight design ever. Because you can mess with stuff like right here. You cardinal lock it so it faces forward, you know, like you'd want. But you don't have to. You do that. And that's what exactly what we're going to do. Grill. Obviously, I have some modded car parts here. Not to be confused with Carhartt. Thank you very much. I feel like this is calling my name. Typically, I make cooler looking cars than this, but something about this is just saying yes, you know? Yeah, it's got to be the square grill. We need to give it some blinkers, obviously. Those look wrong, so that's exactly what we're going to put on here. I think these are bulbous enough that you can see them from the front and know which way he's turning. Although, I think we're going to have to. Alright. There you go. I love not doing the cardinal lock, because usually I do the cardinal lock and it makes it look so much better, but it's so much funnier not to. Just real quick, we're going to decide this with things, but I just want to see it with the engine in place. What does it look like at the body? Oh, that's beautiful. The engine is tiny. That's what I'm talking about. Hood scoop, yes please. That's perfect. That doesn't need any more resizing than it already has. I forgot this thing is solid axle on the front. This is gonna be fun. You know, this part, I'm just trying not to take too long on this part, you know, because I don't want this to go on too long. But I also, you can't rush art, as they say. You know, I like this size, but yeah, there we go. It has the blinker built in, so you don't have to worry about putting that in. No reverse lights. They don't need that in the 60s. Number plate. Yeah, this seems like something that you would find in Europe, so it's going to get a European plate. Right there. That's beautiful. No bumper bars. We don't believe in that in this time. Crash bumpers for the week. The fuel cap. 60s. I feel like it would have something like this. So if we're in Europe, I guess it depends where we are. If this is English, then it's on the side. But a lot of the other European countries drive left-hand, so we'll be nice to them and give it to them like right here. Would we like to give it? Ooh. Oh. Matching the windows or matching the grill design? You know what? I agree. There's not enough Art Deco cars in this world. You know what I'm saying? I hate but also love that it unironically like lines up with the pillar shape back here. Yeah, that's gotta be that. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I love it. It does need mirrors. Gotta have mirrors. These look like already, that seems like something that you'd want to have in this time period. Maybe not keep them that tiny though. That seems good. They're a little small, but you know, it's a little European car. They don't have to be big. Wheels. Let's see. We got anything 50s, 60s. Here we go. Yeah, I would like having a cover or something like that. Ooh, basket weave with the cover in the middle. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, now we got to find a badge that suits garlic. Is there anything here that looks like a clove of garlic? Well. Wait. Garlic. Vampires. Yeah. All right. We solved it, guys. It's like the Koenigsegg logo, but it's not cool. Oh my gosh, this is a vampire car. This would be in some cheesy European vampire movie that they made in the late 60s or early 70s. It's like somehow both comedy and not scary, but trying to be scary. And then the Garlic Hospitality, that name fits nothing on this. What's a terrible font? That is terrible. Got the Hospitality. That just looks like a poorly written bumper sticker. That's what it's getting. Exhaust pipe. We need those. Gotta have an exhaust. Single exhaust. These are the best. I like that. Just right in the middle. That right there is peak design. I mean, it's got all the mainstays that it needs, you know what I'm saying? It's got its lights. Got its badges, logos, mirrors, gas cap, door handles. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more there is to do. That's it, man. That's it. Hell yeah. Alright, we got a hot 2 here. Rear wheel drive. I don't know how I feel about that. Out of 2 different types. Okay, it's automatic. How many speeds? Number 2, 3 speed automatic. It ain't going 135. Let's put that down. I'll give this thing a top speed of 89 miles per hour. For the differentials. Out of 4, you say? You got 3. Clutched limited slip. Oh, it's a race car now. Out of 3. 1. Cross ply. That sucks. Alright, that might be my gimme. We'll have to see. 4. You know, it's the 60s. Cross-ply would still actually be pretty plentiful. Let's try to make them as wide as we can, though. Huh. They're so round. Tires can be a little bit bigger, you know. There we go. I like that. This right here is a man's car. Or a woman's car. It's a vampire's car, actually. At a 3, we got 3. Alloy wheels. At a 3 again. We got 1. Drums in the front. Okay. It's not great. Size and stuff we'll have to mess on our own because that'll completely ruin the car. At a 2. Solid disc in the back. Alright, not your typical setup. But when typical isn't fun. Out of 2 again. 2 piston. Give the deal at 100. 68. Slightly more on the race side. At 3. Got 2. Off-road skid tray, as it should. It's cooling airflow out of 100. It doesn't need it. Oh, it's got required cooling. Okay, we have to put it above. We'll put it at 39 or at 40. But it's got to have it or else this car will break. Okay. 55 for the brake airflow though. No convertible types, you don't need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seats we can do in the back. 3. So 1, 2, 3. Got a nice +3 bench in the back. Where? Okay, guess they're sitting in the camper shell. I guess it's not a camper shell. I guess that is molded with the body. This one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got a 5 also. We get 2. 1, 2. Okay, so you can hold possibly 6 people. And then add a 7. Standard interior. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, all of this stuff doesn't matter, but it's just fun to put it as it would be. 4. Okay, we got a luxury 8-track out of 2. 1. We got a premium 8-track in this car. The steering at a 4. Get yourself a hot 3. Hydraulic ball, that's not bad actually. Put the quality all the way up. Safety at a 3. It's a 3. So it's safe. That's good. This thing has something going for it. All right, out of 100, these might not ruin it. Oh no. Oh no. All right, well, this engine's really got its work cut out for it. Weight distribution, this one's going to even be funnier. 93. It is all towards the front. As it should be. All right, the springs. At a 2. Got progressive, that's not terrible. Got another 2, gas monotube, passive. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of these 6. Got a 1, comfort. Okay, it's a comfortable, weird car thing. Rear wide frequencies low, reducing drivability, sportiness, and comfort. Try increasing rear spring stiffness. The rear brake force is very high. Okay, so this is actually it's actually pretty good. We really only have to mess with the brakes here. Rear brake force is high compared to grip, so we just gotta get this thing down to like 35. 20. There we go. That is a finished car. That gives it about everything we need. All right, so this is going to be its own episode, and then tomorrow we'll do the BeamNG Drive portion of it. So, this is the Garlic Hospitality. We'll give it the Mark 1 designation. Its features are beautiful. I mean, let's just take a look at some things. That engine is exactly what you expect. Real low center of gravity, which it needs for that terrible weight distribution. It's something. But yeah. So tune in tomorrow to see this thing go through some rigorous tests. Thank you all for watching. If you like this episode, be sure and hit that like button. If you really liked it, be sure and hit that subscribe button. You can find my Instagram down in the description below. And with that, have a good day.